Hi guys, my name is Noara. I'm on Printful's marketing team, and today I'm joined by Martin. He is our senior SEO specialist here at Printful, and today we'll be talking about SEO, or search engine optimization. If you're running your online store these days, you can't just rely on a unique design or a cool looking store to get your products in front of people. You have to be thinking about how to optimize for SEO, because organic traffic is going to be a very valuable tool for you. All right, so let's get started. Martin, why don't you tell us a little bit about what is SEO and why you should pay attention to it on your online store?
SEO stands for search engine optimization, and what it essentially is, it is making your site Google friendly, so to speak, so that whenever Google or other search engines crawlers enter your website, they can easily recognize the content on your site and they can link it to valuable keywords, which other users then use when searching for stuff on Google. By identifying that your page is related to these search queries, Google then knows to serve your page whenever these search queries are used. And the reason why SEO is so important today, and especially for e-commerce, it's one of the most cost-effective marketing channels out there. Unlike paid traffic, if you turn off the plug for resources, SEO won't stop. Organic traffic will still keep coming. SEO can actually be divided into two large groups. One of them is on-page SEO, which is the stuff you do on your website. The other part is off-page SEO, which is activities you do outside your own website.
Cool. So maybe what are some examples of on-site SEO and off-site SEO? Like what are kind of the main principles of each one?
On-site SEO, this can actually be subdivided into two slightly different types. One type is primarily related to all the technical stuff that you can do on your website. And then the other part of on-page SEO is content optimization, which is more to do with the specific keywords which you optimize for. Everything begins with a keyword research, so you know which keywords to actually focus on. Nowadays, it's actually a lot to do with the search intent. It's not just that you're ranking for the keywords, it's also that the content that you serve on your website actually matches the searcher's intent. So if I'm looking for information, it's probably going to be more blog type or informational pages that are going to rank well, whereas if I'm looking for something like where to buy a specific product, it's probably going to be a product page, and this is one of the things that needs to be considered when thinking about content optimization as well. We are now actually moving on to the most commonly associated things with off-page SEO, which is link building. It's essentially getting other websites to link to your website. The truly valuable backlinks that point to your website come from industry-related sites with high authority. All of the content that other website has, it helps Google figure out what it is that your page is also talking about. So if you have a blog post about
Pug puppies,
and then you talk about, if you want to support us, you can buy a Pug Puppy t-shirt, and then you link to a site where you can buy it, you have all this content talking about Pug Puppies with a link pointing to you, and all of that helps Google figure out that there is something definitely related to Pug Puppies on your site.
Like SEO is a very broad topic, and it sounds by your description alone that there's really a lot you can focus on to get your SEO strategy right. So why don't you tell us a little bit about what the total e-commerce beginner should focus on when opening their e-commerce store? Like what are some very basic actionable SEO things that you can do right away?
One of the most important things to do at the very beginning is doing a keyword research to make sure that you actually know which keywords you should be focusing on, because there might be a big difference between very similar terms, and even though some of them are maybe more commonly used in your region, they might not be the ones that users use the most when searching in Google. Making sure that your page titles, as well as the meta descriptions, the small brief snippets below them, are optimized for the keywords that you want to rank for. Making sure that every page that you have, every product has a unique main heading. It's called the H1 heading. Also making sure that the URL for every page, as well as every category, is strategically chosen and it's based on a keyword. And then beyond that, you should also try and actually have some unique content talking about that specific keyword.
Okay, so we've gone over stuff that you should be doing for your online store to build your SEO strategy, but what about mistakes or things that you should avoid that are gonna hinder your SEO strategy and progress?
I would say one of the biggest mistakes that you can do is neglect all the data that you could actually be gathering by just setting up some of the free tools offered by Google itself. such as Google Analytics, which helps you monitor your website performance, monitor all the traffic that is going to your website, such as Google Search Console, which you can first of all link to Google Analytics to have all the data about organic traffic. And second of all, you can actually just access all the keywords and all the organic traffic that is actually coming to your site, and you can just see it right there on page for free. Another mistake, which is very commonly seen for e-commerce sites, is having the same content appear under multiple URLs, which again, similarly as when you have the same page title for two pages, these two pages are trying to rank for the same keyword. When you have the same content on two pages, two different URLs, that basically means that you definitely have two pages fighting for their own survival rather than working together and actually making sure that one of them ranks and the other one is just boosting it. One of the things I'd like to add regarding keyword research is that a lot of e-commerce store owners often make the mistake of identifying keywords that have high search volume and then going after the high search volume but also high difficulty keywords, which essentially means that if their website is new and they're only just starting off, they are going into a battle against websites that are much larger, much older, and much stronger in terms of domain authority than their own. And this makes it very difficult for their websites to actually rank anywhere high, simply because the competition is so great. So a much better approach here would be to actually focus on specific niche keywords or long tail keywords, which generally have lower search volume, but they are also a lot easier to rank for, which means that if your store is targeting a specific niche audience, such as pug lovers, you're much better off actually trying to rank for keywords such as pug lover t-shirts or t-shirts with pug puppies or whatever, than actually just going after the generic keyword t-shirts or leggings or whatever else, simply because there's not going to be many stores offering t-shirts with pug puppies on them, and that means that you'll be much closer to the top from day one.
All right, so final question. What are some resources that you can check out to learn more about SEO?
Ones that I personally visit a lot to learn on a daily basis would probably be obviously our own blog for e-commerce specific tips and know-hows. Ahrefs, they have a very rich blog. Then also there's an SEO guy called Brian Dean. The thing I like about his resources is that they're very sort of down to earth, so it's good for beginners. It's very structured. If you have a problem with SEO, type in the question in Google and see what comes up. And most likely, if something comes up on first page, they probably know what they're doing if they actually are ranking quite well. That's just something that I would definitely encourage people doing. Actually just Googling and trying to see and actually trying to figure out what works best, not just sort of leaving it to chance.
Thanks for all these beginner tips. It's a really great place to start and to explore more if you're interested in it, which you should be for your online store. We have included links to all the resources that we mentioned in the description below, so you can check those out. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and you'll be notified whenever we have a new video.